Funkdafied by Brat. Brat is the first female hip-hop artist ever with a platinum album. She got her break after winning a rap contest for Yo MTV Raps. She got to meet Chris Cross, who linked her to Jermaine Dupri. In retrospect, how has this album aged? How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of Funkdafied by Brat.
Funkdafied. Baptized in the funk. The Brat. Man, this was the first album I've ever bought. I think I've said that a million times on this podcast.
I believe you have.
First album I ever purchased.
Yeah.
How you feel about this album artwork?
I thought it was hard. I like the font. I mean, it just really encompasses Funkdafied or whatever. But I like the pose. I love the tone of the water and the picture and everything like that. I thought it was pretty dope.
Yeah, I wonder if they really shined the red. I don't think Photoshop was prevalent back
They had
then.
to have lights. They had to.
Because that Photoshop wasn't like that nice.
Yeah, I don't even think it was, but like every picture was, they had to bring a kit with it. Had lights kit, all that.
Yeah, I think I agree with you 100%. The font is fire. I like the pose. She's kind of wearing the baggy clothes, got the braids. That's just the Brat, man. And I rock with the pose. The flow of this album, man, this is a Chicago rapper with an Atlanta producer making a West Coast sounding album. I just want you to think about that because it sounds like it was produced by Dr. Dre in 94, but it wasn't. But it doesn't sound like he ripped off Dr. Dre. That's all I can really say.
Yeah, I can't even combat that. I mean, it's just one like Funkdafied album. I mean, really it is. That's all I have to say.
Highlights, man. Look, I'm biased. I shouldn't have been listening to this album when I was 11 years old.
Shocker. Definitely
shouldn't. What were you doing, mom and dad? Did you listen to the words on the CD? But this was really good, man. I used to listen to this joint all day, every day. Me and my brother. Hell, I was a bad influence on him. He was 8. He was listening to this. He's listening to this with me, and we were just sitting here learning all the words, bleeping out the cuss words because there's a lot of them.
Hey, well, at least y'all did that.
I mean, we ain't about to get busted cussing in the house and get a Nintendo taken away. You crazy? Well, actually, it was Sega Genesis at that time. But anyway, the shit you can't fuck with. That joint is hard. I love the beat to it. I love the way she flows. I love the way Jermaine Dupri acted as a sidekick throughout the album. It's really reminiscent of Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg throughout the album. Like Jermaine Dupri will come in with these little lines here and there, and the Brat will just like go on with it.
Yeah.
For all of y'all, I love that song. I love the music video. The music video was really fun. I didn't know that was Candy from
I didn't know that either.
I did not know that back then. I had no clue. But there was rumors that they were dating. Whatever.
Okay.
Fired Up, man. It sounds like some straight West Coast. Like, listen to the bass in that joint. The bass line is fire on that joint. And the sample that he used in the hook. Like, it's really all that chronic that I smoke. I'm like he really had like the whole West Coast sound down pat.
Yeah.
For real. Funkdafied is fire. I love the Ashford and Simpson line that they dropped in there. The beat is crazy. Jermaine Dupri like just straight made the joint just sound amazing. And then going back and forth sounds really fire. Made a Funk Be With You is fire. I didn't even know that was LaToya Scott. I didn't know who any of the singers were on this joint actually.
Real?
Yeah, but I love the way she came in with that. Ain't No Thing. I don't know who the hell he was, but Tate YT, but the Brat destroyed that joint. Come and Get Some featuring Mac Daddy. The beat really sounds like some West Coast sounding shit, like for real. Mind blowing. I like the commercial appeal to it. It's got like a nice commercial sound. It give you the little time where the beat goes out, you think the song's over with, and then it just drops back in. Give It To You. It's fire. I love the original version. I love the remix version. Either beat will do. But I prefer this version just because this is the version I heard every day for a couple years. And the song that's not up here is the B-side featuring her and the Notorious B.I.G. That joint is fire, and it should be included on this album. I think it's on the Bad Boys soundtrack, the movie.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, man. This whole album rides. Prior to this, I think I've only heard, of course, Funkdafied, Made a Funk Be With You, and Ain't No Thing. No, Come and Get Some. Those are the songs I think I only remember hearing. Other than that, this album was new to me. I probably heard it before, but I never really took the time to listen to the project myself. That being said, Man, I was riding Sunday after I was just like, okay, that shit you can't fuck with. Like, just to start like that, I was just like, yo, the tone of this album sounds like it's gonna be crazy. Then you get to For All Y'all, I was just riding. Like, I can't remember if it was raining Sunday or not, but I didn't care. I felt like it was sunny. And with everything like that, I was just like, yo, I'm cruising right now. Firing It Up was hard. I was just like, yo, the way this sounds and the sample was really, really dope. Funkdafied came on, and I was immediately brought back because I used to hear this song everywhere I went with my mom.
Really? They played it up there like that?
Yeah, everywhere, man. So I heard that everywhere. Made a Funk with You was dope. Ain't No Thing. I just really love how she killed that. Like, it was just really, really dope. Come and Get Some. I really love her and Criss Cross together. I thought it was a dope vibe and everything like that. Perfect. Mind Blown was dope, and Give It To You, both versions, because he just played the other version, the remix version. Really, really dope. But this whole album, what I really think the highlight of it is that from track to track to track, it got to capture the same vibe, the same tone, but was different, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, because you can say that all the songs kind of have the same vibe and sound kind of same, but there was always something different. And I think JD was perfect with that, trying to make everything sound like the same, like one long party. That's what I felt like.
Yeah, I think he was 18 when he did this album, because he had a platinum plaque when he was 18.
Wow.
Yeah, and the Brat was the first female hip-hop artist to have a platinum plaque. That's crazy. Like,
That's
MC
crazy.
Lyte didn't do it, Queen Latifah didn't do it, and they're all fire, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Low Lights, man, I ain't got none. I love this album to death. Like, every, smidget of this album I love. Like, I can't even think of anything to nitpick about. I just really like this joint. I love her delivery. I've always felt like the Brat can go toe-to-toe with any artist, period. Yeah. Like, there's some joints that she got with Crazy Bone, and she is rapping just as fast as Crazy Bone. Like, she has that Chicago flow down pat. Yeah. Like, she can do what Twista do, but it'll just sound way more understandable, because Twista is really good with his, like, enunciation. Yeah. The Brat is too, but it's just different. So anytime I heard her on songs with other females, she destroyed them. Anytime I heard her on any song with any dude, she hung with them. Like listen to the joint with Big. Like, she's hanging with Big. She's hanging with Biggie Smalls, the Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, no lowlights here, but I will comment on that. Her flow and her cadence is sharp, and I think that's what makes you really enjoy it so much, is because the way she says her lyrics and just how, you know, she can just add something to it and just make it sound really cool and everything like that. Like, it's just really enjoyable to listen to.
Final thoughts, man. The Brat is the shit. She's always been that. She's the shit that you just don't fuck with. That, in her words.
Yep. Oh, you check?
I mean,
my bad.
Fine. Yeah, you try to speed me up, man?
Yo, I love this album. I mean, I feel like I missed out on the time. I mean, I know I was like 6, 7 years old when this album came out, but still.
Imagine listening to this at 6.
Yeah.
You might have been a badass kid.
It might have been a real badass kid, especially with the shit you don't fuck
Fired Up.
with.
And yeah. You be in school like, yo, man, don't fuck with me.
But yeah, I feel like this is a really a well done project just because of the sound, man. Like, you can't. It's hard to come by albums with 9 tracks and they fire, you know. And it's just like, I see why this was platinum. I see why, you know, this was such a big impact, and it's just great to listen to. So I think it's aged very well, because I was riding, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Final grade, man. First of all, I just want to say, man, I feel like the Brat paved the way for the Lauryn Hills, the Lil Kims, the Foxy Browns, and Nicki Minaj's of the world. Without her, then there would be no platinum albums for female artists.
Feel that.
And don't get me wrong, Queen Latifah, Bahamadia, MC Lyte, you know, anybody, not Coco, Yo-Yo. Any other female artist you want to name, say they laid the, you know, blueprint for her as well. Yeah. But I really feel like the Brat somewhat paved the way, especially for like artists that can spit hard, because she was the first of that realm. Like Queen, she spit hard. MC Lyte made more fun stories, but she was hard, like hard from Chicago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So she kind of like brought that drill sound early, but it's like she don't even sound like she's necessarily from Chicago 100%, and
Yeah.
Jermaine don't really sound like he's from Atlanta 100% on this project. They came up with their own sound. That's an accomplishment in its own self.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, man. Check 100%.
Yeah. 100% check for me as well. This album was a great experience just to like live back, of course Funkdafied, but actually to see what everything that, she got started with. And it's just a dope experience. Like if you ain't listened to this album, listen to it, man, because even now I think you'll appreciate the sound and you'll go through our catalog and look at everything else. But yeah, most definitely a check.
Yeah, Unrestricted was really good. Another Tantrum was a little bit on the weak side. She had that dope song Sitting on Top of the World. She had another song with Crazy Bone, but aside from that, I ain't really rock with that album. That album kind of flopped. But her third album, Unrestricted, that's the joint that got What Do You Like on it. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, okay. See, I know those songs too.
Yeah.
Those playing in the
When
background.
she started showing a little bit her body, and people was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
the Brat's actually thick." Like, it was a crazy time back then, man.
That's what's up.